Welcome everyone to some more Genshin Impact. And today, I'm going to be doing the other story quest, character story quest that's been available in this update. And that is Yae Miko's story quest. As we can see here, it's locked. And after that, I'm going to continue with the event. I actually didn't progress with it yesterday, so, yeah. First we should switch this out. And, yeah, the Sealy, because it's going to distract us during the cutscene. Anyways, let's go immediately get started. Like the quest. There, go back. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this is Yae Miko's quest, and the title of it is The Great Narukami Offering. And the quest is Mysterious Urban Legend. You plan to visit the Yae Publishing House, but after arriving in Hanamizaka, you find that it is more lively than usual here. Okay, let's go. It's all the way in Inazuma. Obviously. And also, a little bit random, but I did kind of briefly mention it in my previous stream, that obviously I take math classes, mathematics, and yeah, so the other day was a bit crazy with like one of my classes having to take a quiz, and we all ran out of time, and we had to turn in our quiz half complete, and it turns out none of us did very well on the quiz. So the teacher was like, okay, let's here's the quiz again and try to figure things out with it or something. So yeah, that happened. Okay, let's go.
We haven't been to the Yae Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true.
What does that mean?
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
A wish ritual? That actually works?
This does not sound credible.
Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Paimon, calm down.
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we?
Why the sudden urgency?
Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too. Let's go, let's go!
first things first, I need to raise the volume on my end. Because it's a little quiet for me, so.
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yae Publishing House. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me! Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it.
I didn't think you guys would believe in this kind of thing.
I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Is it published by Yae Publishing House?
No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yae Miko about it? She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Okay. Oh, and we got the book. Yeah, the events thing. Okay. Oh, we can't actually look at it. Okay. Well, let us go. And also, I swear that one of the voice actors there was familiar. Of course, if voice actors announced the NPCs they voiced, I don't really check it immediately because, you know, spoiler stuff, possibly, so. Unfortunately, if they did say something, I obviously have not seen it yet. Anyways, let's go here. Oh my god, there's so many so many points here. Oh yeah, tomorrow I had to do my weekly bosses. I didn't do it today because I didn't think about it. Actually, no. The actual reason was because the Resistance talent books I wanted to get. I just need like 18 total left for now, so.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it.
We'd like your expert input on something.
Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
What's happened?
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji Yae. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji Yae's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
He looks very anxious.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Yeah, this is way beyond our level.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
This is not a light novel, though.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
Okay, let's go all the way there. We're probably gonna fly because I'm lazy. Teleport. Okay, also fix my chair because I was kind of far away too. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Careful. I don't want to get too much fall damage. Over here.
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Okay. Okay, ask the villagers.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to them.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Oh,
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go!
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Okay. Exercise, Kato Shingo. Oh, all the way over there? Okay, I'm not gonna wear that. That also, suspicious.
Coming to B! Fire it up! Live!
Where'd he go? The enemy.
Burst forward!
Why is it on the ceiling? Okay, here we go.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up! And now he's coming this way!
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way? Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But,
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Ah! All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish.
From a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills, but his whole personality changed too.
Why didn't you seek help right away?
Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right, you're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Oh boy.
Let me try my...
Coming to be.
Think you can bully me?
That.
Check this out. Here's Becca.
Diana Special!
Get over!
Burst forward.
This
Moment of
will do.
birth.
Windblade!
That was great! Excellent! Whoop! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
I have a rough idea.
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yae? Yae, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yae, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body, and there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
All these things. Master the sword, lots of strength and passion, but just don't like tofu.
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree?
The incantation they used. The book, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler?
Well, it does worry me a bit.
Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
Lady Yae, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yae Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yae Publishing House by every analysis.
Define serious.
Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yae Publishing House.
Okay. Friendship in writing. Okay. Ah. gosh, everyone's energy is like gone. I need to get that refilled. I love that sudden shift. It's just like, it's fine. But then it's like, what? No, we must take care of it. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna walk there since it's not too far away. Defeat some enemies to get the energy refilled.
Shake it faster!
Fire it up!
Windblade!
Okay, can make sure I'm not missing anything. Gotta break these ores. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's keep going. You know, I should consider finding a way to, like, muffling sound in the background of my, like, microphone. But the thing is, when I tried that a while back, it was a bit of an issue where, like, I talk normally, but I sound like I'm getting cut off a lot. So, because I don't talk a lot, very loud.
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yae Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yae Publishing House with the status of Guji Yae and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely wrong.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
Wait, so you mean...
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rival's sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Can I really do that?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Everything is going smoothly,
Okay.
just as I planned.
Time to combat the situation by creating a better book, essentially. I'm trying to remember something. Oh yeah, basically, yeah, obviously Paimon's first suggestion would backfire because it's dangerous, but then, you know, curiosity gets the better of you, and it's like, you know what, we're gonna check it out anyway. I mean, seriously, that's literally how I ended up reading this one story in Fast Verse, right? It's because, like, I skimmed through it, it's weird, but then I got curious about how it was actually written, and then I read it, and now it's stuck in my brain, and every time I think about it a little too much, I just get disturbed.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Interesting. But I'm pretty sure light novels are mostly text-based. Like, they don't really have pictures. Like, as far as... I never really opened a light novel, but I'm pretty sure that's what they essentially are.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page one. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Okay.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
Oh, this is the event. Okay. Oh gosh. When that dialogue popped, it was like, the dialogue popped up saying like, I could guess the story based on their title. It's like, considering the number of light novels in real life that have very lengthy titles, I'm not surprised. Just like, that's why I really hate long titles, because they're boring, and it just, why? Seriously, again, it's just one thing I kind of get annoyed about every single time I think about it, because it's like, oh, the long titles is how you engage, like, get the reader's attention. It's like, no, it makes me not want to read it, because how are you going to recommend it to people? It's like, oh, I recommend insert 15-word title here, kind of thing, and it's like, There's a reason why my series will have a short title. The project I'm working on.
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks a first-hand guide to summoning spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Okay, let's see. Reincarnated Netherworld encounters with airborne emergency rations. The Workshy Bard, or the Dragon and the Grand Adventure. Maybe something that you wouldn't, I guess. first one, but at the same time, why? It's too lengthy, and it's like reminding me of why I don't like long titles. I want to pick the second one, but I also I just want to pick this considering, but also no. I'll pick the second one.
Let's see what you got. After enrolling in the Mondstadt Academy, I found out that the young man sitting next to me in class was a total slacker. He said he was a bard, had a habit of playing his lyre in class, and always had a bottle of liquor on his person. But his true identity was actually the principal of the academy. What kind of plot is that?
Oh my god, her face!
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.5. It just goes to show, you have to have an interesting character sitting in the back row by the window. The protagonist is a transfer student, new to the school, whose ordinary life is about to take a wild turn when they meet the ballad and alcohol-loving principal. Sounds interesting. Approved.
Paimon just does not see the appeal.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
Well, I can't think of any more stories.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now, for the sake of our paycheck and your brain going!
For the sake of our paycheck. Paycheck. Speaking of Mora...
Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back?
I turned into a Geo Bishop, actually. Take a trip to Lea. Tour guide turns out to be... I'll pick the second one, which is Rock and Roll Girl.
The Liyue Academy has more student clubs than you can shake a stick at. And as the new kid on the block, the protagonist is the one they're all fighting over. There's the Culinary Club, the Architecture Club, the Funerary Club, even the Coconut Milk Research Club. But in the end, the protagonist chose to join the Rock and Roll Club.
What? The Coconut Milk Research? Okay.
Taking a chance on their youthful dreams, 4 newcomers to the academy form a rock and roll band that really begins to take
I give it a 9.5. A classic tale of youth and friendship. It never gets old. I especially like the head of the club. Great character design. She really has rock and roll coursing through her veins. I can almost feel the heat from that fire in her soul. Approved.
Oh, yeah!
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Okay, so we have stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this Vision Hunt Decree or Farewell Literature Hunt Decree or starting as a Resistance soldier. I don't know, I keep going for the middle option because why not? Okay, stretch my arms. Got my head. Okay, let's see. I want to pick the middle one because I've been going the second option throughout this whole thing. And, I'm not even sure what this...
The strict Principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy decided to confiscate all light novels. With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the Literature Hunt Decree. Are we absolutely sure we can publish this?
It's a bit strange.
We can and we will. I think it's great. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that.
Oh.
She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yae Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
That's just like Erika.
Okay.
Always refining her craft.
Let me think. What spell does Lady Kitsune teach to the protagonist? Ah, I've got it. I've got to make sure it sounds suitably mysterious.
Talk to me if you want to order.
Oh dear. As we all know from Goro's Hangout event. Okay, let's go.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yae Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Go to submit the manuscript. So I'm just thinking, I'm just like, how's... Anyways.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
Well, we had a top-notch team.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Wait for 3... We literally have to wait for 3 days. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're obviously going to wait, but we're going to stand around here. Okay. Day after tomorrow, so wait, how many? Okay, 1 24 hours. 2. Okay. Well. Okay, we're just sitting here. Waiting. Yeah, this is not unusual at all. We're just casually standing out in this field for 3 whole days. This is a very concerning waiting time, though. I mean, we're literally standing here for 3 straight days. Yeah, so anyway. You know, I sort of wonder, is Goro at least aware of the whole Hina situation yet? Part of me doesn't think he knows yet. But I feel like he should be aware. But at the same time, we don't know. Because, you know, in his hangout event, we're like, nope, don't look at this.
You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but...
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds?
You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Eh? There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
Wait, so does this mean...
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel!" After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
This sounds very dubious.
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Wait, where is it? Oh, right here. Oh, that's the cover. This light novel is based on school life and depicts the antics of all manner of schoolyard oddballs. A very entertaining read, Messina. Okay.
These are all the snacks I have. Please let me grow up faster.
Okay. Also, just reminding myself I had to figure out thumbnails for these uploads. But I can worry about that later. Oh?
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Hey!
Now it's just like goes into the wall. Well. Oh, here we go. It's like, where's the button? Okay, recommend Electro. But I think Yae will automatically be with us, so I don't think it matters. Yeah, because it is her story quest.
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Okay, complete. Okay. Like, her, like, casting is interesting because, like, some... Is it most of the characters, you see their weapon out, but for Yae, it's just a stick. I don't know what it's called. I apologize.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Then!
Shake your hands, still.
Don't get too close!
Right here. Emerge.
Let's go controller for a bit.
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Actually should, considering this. I guess... What is going on here?
Right now, right here.
Burst forth!
Oh gosh.
Shaken and stirred. Shaken and...
Fire it up!
Oh gosh.
Emerge.
Look at you, Boozehound.
This will do!
Don't get too close!
One strike slice.
Right here. Emerge.
Okay. Okay, that goes up there. What is over this way? Ah.
It's my lucky day!
Windblade.
Coming to be!
Okay, sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm trying to think and how Yae works a little more.
Show them. Right here. Right now.
To the very
So make sure I'm not missing anything. I just want to make sure I'm getting all the little things. Oh, there's a mirror. Or did I not activate the other one? Okay. I think I'm going a little too far from the path. But that is okay. I think I got myself lost a little bit. Oh, whoops. Oh, it's to that. I was like, why did I see a little thing pop up?
Coming to beat!
Shaking and stirred! Shaking and...
Fire it up!
Emerge. Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever.
Oh, wow.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Okay. Oh, wait. Ah, okay. There you go, the chest too. I did light. Oh, I guess I just missed lighting the lamp. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh gosh. Oh, it just goes back up there. Okay, Ah.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and scarier. What is this place?
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here.
Hold on. Are we?
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream.
What do I need to do?
Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
I don't know which one to click.
The painting is moving again! What the?
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you're the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits! What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war!
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Urakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daiyoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
Ha! I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one. Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
What was it again? 1, 2, 3?
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, hmm? What was it like?
I remember everything pretty clearly.
Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for.
You mean the moonless night?
Yes. Though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, hmm? I'll need your help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for us? Huh. You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck?
My paycheck!
Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
Oh boy. This is a lengthier, quest. Is it? I don't know. When did I think the other one ended like, whatever. Okay, that situation was a little strange at first, but it's okay. I got used to it after like 3 lines of dialogue.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakuyaku happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakuyaku is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
I see. I understand.
All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
What do you need from me?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do 2 things. First, tell the Shrine Maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the Shrine Maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay. Tell the Shrine Maidens to leave temporarily.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Kuji's orders?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
Because we want to make sure she's safe too.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust in you. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look. Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
Okay, go to the main road under the mountain. Okay, let's go. Oops. Bumped my head on the branch.
These monsters look really riled up.
We can't let them up the mountain.
Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai. All right, here they come. Scratch that. Think you can bully me?
Liv! Don't get too close! Feel this ancient power. Burst forth. Lucky day.
Think you can bully me?
Witness my great undertaking. Check this out.
Windblade.
the fairy.
My blade!
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Allow me. Just like that.
Windblade!
Show me what you've got. Show me what you've got.
Of power.
Nothing. Tested.
To the fairy.
Show me what you've got.
Check this out.
Back here.
Coming to be.
I need to train harder.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
Oh boy, that was tough. Okay, let's go back.
So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both.
Miko, are you alright?
Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Miko...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
A meal? It's a deal.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Wait until the appointed time. Calling day. I really love that cutscene. But the cutscenes this time, just as amazing as always. Our HP is so low. How about we heal first? Well, if only it's possible for me to take screenshots during cutscene. I mean, I probably am able to do that, but the thing is that it's I don't know how I would do that, like, because, like, obviously I have to tab out and all that, and I don't want to accidentally possibly skip a cutscene, so I'm a bit paranoid with accidentally skipping cutscenes, so.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
Gosh. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and the thought of food is like, oh gosh. Guess I haven't eaten.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the Traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the Traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
Okay.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying, after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know, I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Miko! You are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Strange. I remember no such thing.
Well, I certainly remember it.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
What? Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
We've been taken for a ride.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
And that's a conclusion.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today. Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine. I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far. Oh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
Should I take a picture? Or is the camera just gonna be weird? Okay, the camera's not gonna be too weird. Oh gosh. I don't really mess with cameras, but I don't know, is this gonna be the thumbnail? Probably not, but I'm gonna make work of what I have. I'll probably make a different picture in thumbnail because I don't have anything for the other one yet. The other recording. Anyways, that was it of the story quest. Quite an enjoyable one. I gotta see, like, I'm assuming that maybe I don't think the text would be too different. But I would like to see, like, some other people pick the other choices. If there's anything different. Okay, now that that's done, we can go back to this event stuff. First we have to teleport there. Here we go. Okay, we're ready to go there, but not yet. I want to make sure I got everything on these islands before we progress with the event. And yes, there'll be another stream on this. I'm not really sure which day it will be, though. I'm gonna figure it out. And also, I'm pretty busy because, you know, math classes is... Oh, I knew what you were saying. Because math classes are, painful. Okay, not too much for me, but it's, pretty, crazy, so... Oh yeah, and I don't think I mentioned it to you guys. Oh, okay, I probably did already, but as per usual, I'm not pulling on the banners. Thankfully, all the banners in 2.5 are 1 second skip. Because of... Okay, I don't know. Do I stop the thing? Let me check. Okay, give me a second. I actually don't remember what it is. Oops, I may have clicked the wrong button. Where is it? Because of a simple thing. There we go. Now, because I have that command now, I should probably make more use of it. So yeah, that is the simple reason why I'm skipping all the 2.5 banners. Okay, anyways, I'm distracted. We're supposed to be... Well, I... Why do I say we? I'm the only one playing. on the stream. Anyways, I'm just looking around to make sure I'm not gonna miss anything. Make sure we're getting all the collectibles. So yeah, this will probably be the next hour, 2 hours, whatever. Ah, there we go, there we go. We're not missing one. Yeah, I was like trying to wonder because I swear I didn't. I missed the Sealy last time, so. So we found our Sealy. Sealy. Oh wait. Dang it. I was hoping they wouldn't get aggroed.
Don't get too close. Live.
Windblade. I hate this kind of enemy so much. There we go. Why, of all the random things I think about, I continuously remember this weird story I actually did read.
If it doesn't ruin a drink, it isn't treasure.
I don't know. I already gave context to what I keep talking about, and it's like, I don't want to say anymore because otherwise I don't remember it.
Burst forth.
Shake it and stir it. Shake it and...
Supporting fire. Fire it up.
Windblade.
Moment of birth. Check this out.
Scratch. Think you can bully me?
Someone's defeated, come on. There you go. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I actually mentioned this, like, in recording, but a few days ago, I've actually read a fanfiction that was, like, a FNAF fanfiction, by the way. That was, like, okay, the thing is about it is that it was quite interesting, but then, okay. Basically, the person's fanfiction has 3 parts, which is 3 separate stories, but they're part of the same continuing timeline. And basically, it was interesting. I kind of just saw part 3 and I was like, huh, what's this about? I didn't really pay too much attention to the description, and I immediately went like, you know what, I'm gonna check this out. And I did. Like, I started reading from part 1 and part 2. They have like 10 chapters each, but technically part 1 had 9, but whatever. I decided to read it, but then, okay, basically I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, so the person's fanfiction is all original characters. Okay, not all original, but basically it's more original character-centered of a story. And, how do I put this? Like, it was pretty good, but then part 2 happened, and basically, it easily retconned a lot of their part 1 stuff. And I get it, and for context, it involves time travel, and a paradox, and stable time loops. And in this case, the paradox was very, cringe a bit. At least to me, because this particular one I really don't like. I don't favorably, like... Okay, go to the Tower of the Void. Oh gosh. My mouse was off the screen. Anyway, so like this, so basically, yeah, the thing started involving like a paradox, at least. Stable time loop is like secondary. And thinking about it, it really contradicts like what they set up in part 1. And I mean, that's the point. I get it. Paradoxes are like that, but it's like, I feel like in this particular case, they didn't think things too well when they wrote it. And, like, it's weird. It's like, I kind of wanted to keep reading part 3, which actually wasn't finished yet, because they started it, on the 7th of February, I think. And, like, part of me wants to keep reading it, but at the same time, the paradox makes me uncomfortable. So I'm like, should I really? Like, should I really, like, keep reading it? And basically I decided, okay, I'll probably not read it until it's done, because they pretty much did these chapters pretty quickly. It's actually pretty decently written, but I have noticed that some of the writing points were really rushed, like, or just like, it's like, yeah, they implement it pretty decently, but when you like look at it from a more outside perspective, you kind of notice flaws. So anyways, let's see. Okay, just electro stuff. I don't think the dialogue's too necessary. Oh no, not these things. Oh boy, what is this? Shadowy Husk Defender. An enigmatic pitch black archer. It will switch weapons for a certain amount of time. Okay, deploy shield. If its attacks hit carried. If it's a defendant,
Coming to be.
Okay, not sure how this is gonna work.
Feel this ancient power. Here's backup.
Is it more like they just defend themselves more often, or what? These enemies, why? What are these enemies? Oh, Husk Gem.
Don't get too close.
Okay, can it go this way?
Witness my great undertaking.
Think you can bully me? Scratch that.
Fire it up.
God, that's a lot of damage from Toma. And that's just his E. Oh god. Oh no, please don't make me fall off the edge. Get over here. Please get over here.
Burst forth.
Think you can bully?
Don't get too close.
Oh boy, that was risky. Because we almost fell off.
Ooh, what's in here?
Okay. But anyways, that's what I was saying. So like, yeah, this fanfiction, like, yeah, the paradox, it's like a bit much. Considering it's like, I mean, I get it, again.
Coming to be.
Shaking hands!
Supporting fire!
Diana special! Prepare to be blown away!
Check this out! Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
Windblade!
Anyways, hopefully no more interruption as I finish. Teeth. Ow. But anyways, wait, how many of these things do I have? 70. But anyways, like the point being, like, the way, I guess it's just like there was a bit of a retcon, like, in the writing, and, which I'm surprised of, considering they must have, like, taken careful planning to write their story. But also, like, I get it, I understand, paradoxes aren't meant to be, like, understandable. They're meant to be, like, weird, confusing, not make sense in the first place. But, like, it's like, for me, like, I think I'm okay with paradoxes that are, like, related to inanimate objects. Which I can't really say an example because it is related to a series I'm familiar with, but it's a spoiler. But basically, this series I'm thinking of has a paradox, but it's like a little like memento they have related to their origins. That I can't exactly specify because it is a spoiler, so had to be careful with talking about that series. But yeah, but in terms of like paradoxes involving characters, like it's like a bit much. Especially since it's kind of giving me a lot of strange like reaction because I'm like, But also at the same time, it's weird. It's like, even though there's a paradox, it's like, I kind of still wanted to read it because I wanted to see, like, it get a happy ending. But of course, the story's incomplete, so I have to wait till, like, chapters are released. Updates come out, so. Yeah. And, recently I decided I just, like, you know what, I'll probably not, bother with it for now. Like, and I just closed all the tabs. That's also the thing. It's like, I don't think I could find it easily unless I change the search results again. And I mean, and I know what some people are saying. It's like, wait, but wouldn't it update recently? Well, yeah, I know, but I would have to actually search for it since updates for these fanfictions kind of happen a lot, so. Boy. So yeah. But anyways, like, it's weird. It's like, I might make an, if I'm interested in checking it out again, I think I might go back to reading it, like the rest of it when it's done. Because I like to see the main character get a happy ending, even though the situation is obviously very strange and weird. But I guess, like, part of the reason is also because, like, how the circumstances are with, like, this character being absent. It's, like, it makes me, like, feel, like, secondhand, like, sadness or something. I don't know what the word is, but I feel sad for the character because of the circumstances, and it's, like, that's actually, like, making me emotionally, like, just, like, shaken. Because it's, like, okay, this is sad. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably step back from this story for a while. So yeah, that's something. But still, like, the person definitely, like, unknowingly made retcons. Because I think, like, part 1 didn't really really imply a single thing related to this. Like, and then part 2 suddenly, like, changed things. Like, oh, this is actually the case. And it's like... Yeah, that's the thing that's I'm thinking about. It's like, now that I think about it, it's like, it really does. Because it's like, part 1, it's like, oh, this is your family history and all that. But then part 2, it's like, well, I kind of probably lied about half of it. And we don't even know this situation anymore. So it's like... Yeah, that's like an unintentional retcon, like, in the story now. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, about it. Is this just... No, it is brown. It looked red.
Is this an answer from this world?
I thought it was red.
Okay, we're ready to roll. But how do we get the towers to link up? Let's look for clues nearby.
Oh. What's that? I got lag. Ooh. Okay, and we just have to cleanse 1 tap. Ooh, we have enough for an upgrade, but not yet. Not yet. We have to finish this first.
Hey, this pattern seems to match the one on the tower. Could it be relevant?
Okay. Okay. Oh! Wait, what are we supposed to do? Oh, wait. Do I have to do something with this? Rotate. There you go. Oh yeah, and also another thing in this fanfiction I was reading, before I, chose to stop. I might come back to it, but for now, it's like, I don't want to think about it. Oh. But anyways, like, I might consider going back to this fanfiction one day, but for the time being, I'd rather step away from it. But, like, one thing I realized in the fanfiction is that, like, why is this person eager? Like, not eager, but why in the writing of their story, like, did they make their characters want to be parents at 18? Because that concerns me a little bit, because it's like, yeah. Wait, let me go do this real quick. I know there's this thing, but I just want to collect all these things first. Tower. Do we climb it? No. Oh, did we do this? No. Okay, we got plenty. It's fine. What am I doing? What am I supposed to do with this tower? Do I climb it? That's what I'm guessing. That's why I'm climbing it. So I don't see the entrance. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. Well, that's I guess that's one way to deal with that. Okay, now just more of these. I got in everything. Yeah, I think I got everything. Oh, let's go this way. Wait, no. Yeah, let's go this way. Hey, little Sealy. I love my Sealy. So cute. Okay, let's go back. Oh, there's things now. I just noticed. Yeah, let's go do that real quick. First, let's offer. Anyways, there we go. Just want to make sure. I have to walk. Anyways. So yeah, I just finished explaining what I was thinking about. It's like, it's strange. It's like, it's still pretty good, but the paradox does bother me. Like, it's a bit much for a paradox. Even though I know that, like, yeah. I mean, I get it. Paradoxes are meant to be weird, confusing, crazy, but still. Oh.
Fire it up!
Upside.
Burst forth!
Windblade!
Coming to be! Moments of birth! Here's backup!
Look at you, Boozle! Think you can bully me?
There you go. One challenge then. The other... Got my headset. It's actually crushing my head a little bit. Not like badly, just more like I just feel compressed. Should be over here.
Burst forth! Check this out!
Windblade!
Coming to be!
And there we go. You're done. Done. Okay, now we had to go to here. We don't have anything else to get the sigil thingies from. Yeah, we need like 60. So, let's go to the next area and do this thing. Wait, how do I get over here? Oh, let's just keep going. Several days now, months even. And my brain still cannot forget that one weird story for some reason. I wish I didn't remember it. Well, I mean, yeah, it's really weird. Seriously, is there no other way to go this way? Wait, what? I'm just like, what is this marker? Is it just a thing? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, I should be careful because the corrosion thing.
A reward on the road.
Oh, it is the like challenge marker things. It's just weird how it's marked by a chest. Oh yeah, I should definitely not be. Oh gosh, no, 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 don't do that. I don't want to use up my Primo Gems or anything. We are saving all my Primo Gems for stacking up on Intertwined Fates, which is a bit excessive at this point, I know, but I don't care. I know what I'm doing. Oh wait, I was trying to get the quest. Okay, it's over there. Yeah, another thing, but the more I remember
close.
parts of the fanfiction I read, the more it's like, yeah, like a lot of things are just a bit out of the blue. Like this one thing happened and just like, how do I put this? It's like basically, it's kind of like mind control, like, you know, like, it's like, or like a bit of a segment there where it's just like trying to like weaken the mind, and it's a bit sudden in the writing that this character immediately does what the voice says, and then just, yeah. I'm not gonna say exactly what happens because it's a bit of a sensitive thing, but it just happens so abruptly that I'm like, that's really strange writing.
Burst forth. Yeah.
Sealy! Come on, Sealy. I love the Sealy so much. You're so cute.
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh gosh, I kind of don't like this particular part of the area because there's so much going on. I can't look. It's kind of hard to see everything.
A reward on the road.
Shake an ass, stir! Think you can bully me? Stay on it!
Supporting fire! Don't get too close!
Windblade!
blade.
Think you can bully me?
I hate this. Enemies.
Go, go.
Oh gosh, the enemy. There you go. Oh wait, no. Oh wait.
I'll keep this close.
Oh, I think I get this. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's fly up. Anyways, is there anything else I want to talk about that is not related to that fanfiction? Because I don't remember it. I'm glad I did close out of it with like the tab. I was originally just gonna leave the fanfiction open until it's like done, but I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like really not like too interested anymore. So, but that's fine. It's just not my cup of tea. In terms of story, completely. To be fair, like when I was reading it, I was like, but like so, yeah. I was already not too interested in it, so. I just find it really strange how in the story I'm like, why did this person write their characters wanting to be parents so early? It's like, that's like a slight concern to me as an adult now. Because you know the thing nowadays is that not many people want to be parents, like, or if they do, they don't want to have like be parents early. So that's why I was just like, ah! So what is? There we go.
I'll keep this close.
Yeah, at least get this teleport thing unlocked. Oh boy, time to explore this like completely.
Don't get too close.
Okay, so we're gonna be lazy and just wait until Thomas' skill cools down. Instead.
Check this out.
Where's the other one? First.
Fire it up.
And one more. Or I think. Looks like it was the last one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for a Yato. Well, primarily because, you know, another Genshin guy that I could get in the game. It's gotta be available.
I'll keep this close.
Of course, we had to wait like 2 months or something, so, you know. Oh my, look at the map! Look at all these things! It's like a mix of chest and... Oh, I had to switch the other team. Yeah. You know, I could talk more about like Fazbear Fright stuff. But it's like, where do we begin that does not involve a certain story? Again, because I want to forget. Okay, I'm not...
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink.
Moment of birth. Here's backup. Burst forth!
Windblade!
Is this an answer from this world?
At least we're getting primo gems from all this, which I really love. Oh gosh, be careful, be careful, be careful. Special.
Destiny has brought me hither.
And I will dispel. Anyways. Let's get back. Gosh, I sort of just keep thinking about food because I haven't eaten lunch and it's like, suffering. It's fine. I can eat later. It's okay. But still. You know what the struggle is when you think about food? Is that you think about very delicious things, but then you realize you can't really make it, and then I almost fell down. Like, you realize you can't really make it, and it's like suffering.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, unless I could actually get to the other, closer to that edge, I'm not going to get closer. Okay, we have enough for another upgrade. Do that in a bit. Actually, let's do that now. So anyway, oh yeah, I did kind of skim through a few more, Vesper Fright stuff. Because I'm still trying to look through all the stories, but I'm being lazy, so. Okay, let's see which one next. Let's skip that one. Okay, now we're able to explore this more freely. But first, let's go keep exploring this stuff. Oh boy, there's so many things here.
A reward on the road. An answer from this world?
Okay, obviously that's where I should be going, but let's do something else.
Come into being! Witness my great undertaking!
Scratch that! Scratch that!
This world holds many a rare treasure.
I don't know why I'm doing this. There we go. Why did I do that? I have no idea. Huh. Yeah, let's do this. Oh boy. I keep thinking about food. Struggle is real. But it is fine. Okay, let's get back up. Should I make sure I get everything? Fully explore the place. Oh yeah, we can't just go up here yet because I want to see if there's... if I could upgrade it closer to the number. Oh no. Well, that means it should be melted. Okay, that should be frozen. So it would bounce off this. Oh, I get it.
Fire it up!
That's one.
I'll keep this close.
I need the other one. It'll bounce off.
Don't get too close!
Wait. Oh, oops. I don't think that's what I meant to do. There you go.
If it doesn't ruin a drink, it is a treasure.
Okay. Guess there's another spot better than going down. I don't know what that was a struggle to say. Okay, so obviously this should be frozen. Okay, let's do... Okay, there's one of these. Okay. Bing, bing. this is it. Bounce. 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 And bounce. There you go.
If it doesn't ruin a drink, it isn't treasure.
Oh, there you go. And that's it. Now we go this. First, make sure we did get everything in this general area. Oh, that could help too. Okay, I get it. Because I realized the mini-map also has it too, so it's like also showing me things as well. See? There you go. I don't know why it took a while to realize that's a thing. Oh my gosh. I still can't get over realize okay. Obviously I'm not planning to collect all the Vesper Fright books, especially since I really didn't bother waiting until like the full collection. Because if I did, I would get book 12 as well, which is scrap stories. But like one of the stories in it. Oh my gosh, it's the one I explained like last time where it's called Jump for Tickets. And my gosh, I don't want to think about it. It's so dark. I mean, all the stories are dark, but like specifically this one, it's like it actually really unsettled me. Because I'm okay, basically for Fast for Fright stories, I'm okay with saying spoilers for them even in recording because I don't think anyone would care too much.
I'll keep this close.
Okay, there's no easier way to get it back up there.
me! I got you covered! Check this out!
Windblade!
Live! Moment of birth!
Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, there's a story called Jump for Tickets. Basically, obviously all the stories are terrifying. I mean, have different like layers of horror to them. Not all of them are like scary. But yeah, they have layers.
I'll keep this close.
And specifically, Jump for Tickets has a very like, how do I explain this? Like, it's on the same level of horror as Breaking Wheel, the story Breaking Wheel. But
By royal decree.
Really? Come on. There we go.
I'll protect us.
The wind knows it. Clouds high. The birds come.
Okay, let me go finish this quickly.
Yeah!
One with nature.
Oh, oops.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the Steely's in there.
By royal decree. Let the show begin.
Into the wind.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Oh, look at that.
Protect us.
Ooh, look at that. That's lovely.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Look at that. Lovely.
Time to go.
Anyways. So, as I was saying, so basically, the story Jump for Tickets from Fast for Sprite. Book... It's book 9, and I have to remind myself that it is, because it's the one with the Pizza Kit story, and that one was really weird. It's not just weird, it's so... It's really just strange. Like, why does it exist? Yeah, we're not going to talk about Pizza Kit. I'm not going to talk about it for the sake of, like, my sanity. But Jump for Tickets, like, I'm a little late in, like, realizing what that one was. And, my gosh, the ending is just so sad and terrifying.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering? Time to go. Time to go.
Alright, we should... Huh, it's right below me. Let me go back here to make wait. Yeah, let me go back here real quick. Ah, yeah. There's things all around.
One with nature. Time to go.
Oh, this is gonna be a little awkward. I'm gonna be walking around here for a bit, finding things I missed. Ooh, look at this. Anyway, so yeah, jumper tickets, like, oh my gosh, it has like a very realistic horror, like just like it has the same feeling of horror as Breaking Wheel, like for its ending. But like the situation is so like it feels it's more in line with realistic. Like this can definitely happen to someone. Like it can unfortunately happen to them, like so easily. Basically, basically the thing is that in jumper tickets, basically I don't remember too much, but because I kind of just skimmed through it, but basically the main character is trying to get a prize for their little cousin. And to do so, they need tickets from the ticket pulverizer. And yes, the name is, yeah. The name of it is, yeah. And, basically, the ticket pulverizer in the story jumper tickets was, like, basically for, like, it's more beneficial for children, like, to jump in it. And yes, that's why the title is Jumper Tickets. The machine is like, you jump in it and to shake the tickets off the ceiling. And, in the story, the character decides to rig the machine at night. Okay, so they did it successfully with no issues the first time around, but also, like, literally before it kind of shows that this character has claustrophobia, fear of small spaces, closed spaces, because they were hiding in a closet and they had a bit of a panic from that. And, but anyways, like, the point being, the character basically was, like, snuck in after closing just to break the machine. And to kind of, like, make it take more pressure to, get the tickets to jump. However, it backfires as, like, children had an easier time getting them. Also, from the summary I read, the character is a high schooler, so that gives a little of an idea of, like, things. So basically, from what I actually, let me go unlock this thing real quick. Oops. Ah, whatever. so like the character... Okay, so basically they decided to do it again. And this time the mascot in the story named Coils actually tried to stop him from, you know, doing it again. However, the reason it wasn't because okay, partially probably because obviously don't rig the machine, but also because of what happens. So basically, the Coils tried to take the character out of the machine, but of course he's like, no, stop that.
Time to go.
Okay, these are back. I'll worry about it later. Wait, what? Oh, I have a thing. Anyway, so basically, Coils was trying to... I pressed the wrong button again. Was trying to get the character to not go inside a machine. And basically, okay, so the character went into it. And basically, because, like, you know, the Coils tried to take him out of it, basically, he shut the door or something, whatever it's called. I have to check the page again to read, but basically closed it shut. So he wouldn't have to deal with Coils trying to pull him out again. However, that was a mistake because, like, yeah. So yeah, the character finished, adjusting the machine again, rigging it. Unfortunately, because they closed the thing, they're locked inside it. And obviously, closed space, and because it was actually very close to the platform. Like, the jumping platform. So basically, obviously, the character had a bit of a bigger panic, from the closed space. And basically, this was also closing hours. So basically,
Time to go.
the character has been stuck in there for who knows how long. And basically, the place opens up again, tries to get help. But of course, there is some sort of, like, cushioning with the sound, like soundproofing. So that makes it more terrifying.
Time to
And of course, the platform was very close to him, and basically, what happens after is that this perspective changes to the birthday girl in this scene, and she and her 6 friends are wondering, why is the platform not going down? And
Time to go.
And one of the workers come by, the manager, I think, according to the summary, comes by to figure out what's wrong. Coils, who was there the whole time, was trying to tell them that there was someone in there. But, of course, Coils can't speak, I'm assuming, based on, like, summary and obvious reasons. But, of course, like, by pointing at the thing. But, of course, the manager didn't listen, and basically was trying to figure out what's wrong with the machine and noted a liquidy squishing sound or something, or yeah. Basically, it's very obvious that the main character died from, you know, I'm not gonna say it. You guys know. And it ends with basically his little cousin coming back to the place, seeing Coils sad, and then one of the employees putting an out-of-order sign outside the machine. Part of me is assuming that in this story they probably just saw what happened, like discovered what was the situation, or will eventually. Oh my gosh. I think and I say it's similar to Breaking Wheel in the ending, because Breaking Wheel does the same thing where the perspective changes and you don't see what happens to the main character. But it's very obvious that they did not live through the encounter. So yeah, that's what happened. Oh, yeah, also, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to check for anything I'm missing. But yeah, so oh my god, I had the same emotions going through my head when I read through the summary of Breaking Wheel before I got book 7 myself to read it. I haven't read it yet. I will eventually, don't worry. But I had the same emotion because like when this like okay, basically in Breaking Wheel, like in book 7 of Vesper's Fright. So basically a bunch of, I think they're high schoolers. I don't know. Some people say probably college, but no, they sound more like high schoolers. Basically robotics class, and one of the kids, a bully. Like, okay, basically the main character puts the bully in his exoskeleton, and locks him in there, and was like, I'm gonna lock you in there overnight. And, of course, the bully obviously hates that. And he kind of just says a bunch of threats to the main character, and then the main character's like, I'm going to leave, basically. And, basically, as the story goes on, he starts to regret what he literally just did.
Time to go.
And
by royal decree, let's dance. Huh.
The wind knows it. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
And you!
I'll protect us.
But anyways, like in Breaking Wheel, and the main character is like, has a moment where it's like, yeah, this is probably obviously not a good idea. But like, basically, and it gets to the point where like, basically his friends, basically his friends are siblings of, my brother and sister. Like, they have a younger brother, and basically he went to their house, after school that day. And, basically the little brother was playing with the remote control of the robot that, one of his friends made. And the thing is, the remote...
Follow the wind.
It's also controlled, like, can also control the exoskeleton at the school. And, oh boy. I'm lazy just to walk up, like, a few steps. And,
Time to go.
What? Okay. But anyways, so yeah, the younger sibling of one of the main character's friends, like, was messing with the remote to, like, control the tiny robot in the house. But unknowingly was also controlling the exoskeleton at school. And it's pretty terrifying how, like, it's really well done how the story did this, and also terrifying because, oh gosh. Because the character, basically was going a bit crazy with, like, the remote, like, controlling the robot. That, it gets pretty terrifying when you think about it. Because all this going on is indirectly, like, pretty much doing damage to the character, the bully.
What's wonderful?
Let the show begin.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds...
Insubordination.
The wind knows me. Useless. Evil conquering. Worthless.
Okay, can I do this?
Worthless. Worthless. You win. This.
Okay, there we go. Dealt with this. Anyway, so what was I saying?
Brings a smile to my face. Time to go.
Oh, I hate these things. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Time to go.
Ow.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Thank you, everyone, too. Basically harmless. What is that achievement? What is that achievement? I have so many of them, by the way. Defeat a specter that has not accumulated any fury. That is... Okay, that's interesting.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Okay, I want to go back to my other team right now. Okay, so as I was saying, so yeah, okay, so I was explaining that the exoskeleton and the remote of the little robot are basically linked. Oh yeah, they're basically linked. And it gets terrifying because, like, the little boy is just, like, you know, playing around with this little robot using a remote, annoyingly causing damage to a person, a while away from, like, the house. And it gets worse when the kid removes the joint restriction. And yeah. That's where I was like, oh gosh, oh no, what is going on? I mean, I know what's going on, obviously, but, like, it was pretty terrifying. And, yeah, and the main character obviously was super worried about what was happening and tried to leave many times, but couldn't because the friends are like, you shouldn't. Because the thing is, he can't tell his friends what he did because that makes it worse. And yeah.
A reward on the road.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something. Oh, I'll do it. Check in a second. Oh yeah, something. Anyways, before I continue on saying, I just remembered these. Because I was like, what is this about? We have like a little bit of a thing here. Okay, let me listen to this real quick because it's short. Because I noticed that there was something new here and I didn't check because I was like, I'll check during the stream. So this is about kimonos.
Ogura Mio says that she hardly has any fancy kimonos in stock these days. So chances are that you won't be able to buy one, even if you can afford it. It's a real tragedy. Paimon wants to look glamorous too.
But the Sakoku decree's been abolished. She should be able to import silk from Liyue now.
You're right? Great! So there's hope for Paimon's kimono dream after all! Just imagine it. Paimon emerges from Ogura's shop wearing a custom-made, special transformation! This Paimon's going places! No longer just a sidekick in the legendary Traveler's Adventure story. Oh no. Say hello to Paimon the Elegant, wearer of fine silks and fated friend of heroes. Wouldn't that be amazing? It would, wouldn't it?
What I'm hearing is, you want me to pay for your new wardrobe.
Exactly! You read Paimon's mind. See? That's what being fated friends is all about. So Paimon was thinking 7 different styles, one for each day of the week. Still not sure on the specific designs, though. Let Paimon think.
Suddenly, I'm not so interested in buying.
Okay. Yeah, that's a new line I didn't notice. Or like, I just noticed there was something new in general. What is... Oh no.
Burst forth!
Be gone! Think you can bully me?
Supporting fire! Coming to be!
Oh no.
Burst forth!
More of these.
Witness my great undertaking!
Shaken and stirred!
Coming to be!
Look at you, Boozle!
Don't get too close!
Right.
Feel this ancient power!
Think you can bully me?
There you go. Oh boy. Oh gosh, all the shields.
I'll keep this close.
I like how when there's like a bit of an echo. What the? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, it's simple. It's a simple one.
So glittery.
How many of these books do I have? Oh, right. The weapon could be upgraded. I mean, refined. Anything about it? What are these? Special deep sea unagi oil, which was once used to maintain Economia's sacred artifacts, has been carefully processed for the purpose of making the shiny eye most bright indeed. Okay. That's a name.
Control urge to pounce.
So where? 40 of these. 23. I want to have a lot of these. Oh my gosh. Since obviously in the future I'll definitely... There's definitely going to be another Inazuma character, obviously. I want to collect all of these kind of books because I need to know. Like, I have to get... Oh wait, where's the Sealy? Never mind. Anyways, point being, I'm trying to collect a lot of talent books because they're a pain.
A reward on the road.
Burst forth. Here's backup. Coming to be. Moments of birth.
Shake it and stir. Scratch down.
Oh, what the? What's that? Oh, it opened the thing.
Is this an answer from this world?
And a little Sealy, Electro Sealy this time. I haven't even gotten into teleport point yet, which I probably should, considering, but I'm lazy.
I'll keep this close.
Burst forth. Supporting fire.
Look at you, Boozehound. Scratch down. Shake it and stir.
Windblade.
Feel this ancient power. Check this out. Coming to be.
Why are you above?
Fire it up.
Oh my gosh.
Shake it and stir. Think you can bully me? Sayonara special.
Okay, heal up a little bit. Yeah, we're good.
If it doesn't ruin a drink, it is.
Moments of birth. Don't get too close.
Windblade. Okay.
A reward on the road.
Also, I apologize if I'm silent. I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about next. I don't know. Fast Fresh Sprite stuff has been on my mind more. I guess I could talk about this other fanfiction I've been reading. I know some people are probably not too interested, but come on, I want to have something to talk about. But in all seriousness, like, there's this other fanfiction I started reading. I think I mentioned it briefly. It's like security breach, like, centered. And it's pretty, like, it's pretty nice. Of a story. I know there is a bit of romance, that is slowly, like, developing over the course of the story. And I know, like, well, obviously it's in the description of the actual story, and I've been reading it. Of course, I put some ground rules for myself where if it gets, really weird, I stop reading. Thankfully, it's not gonna go down that direction based on how it's written. So, also it's T-rated, so obviously you're not gonna make it weird. It's even lampshaded in the story, so yeah. But anyways, other than that, like, it's actually a pretty good story. The reason I started reading it actually had nothing to do with, like, the pairing at all. It was just more, like, based on how the description looked, and it seemed really interesting. Like, what if there was someone else in the Pizzaplex locked during the events of the game? And I love the direction. Well, obviously, the direction they took is the animatronics are not decommissioned. And I love how they wrote Fanny. Basically, the ending they went with, like, okay. The ending they wrote, like, of the canon events, because now, like, the rest of the chapters are, like whatever the writer has in mind. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Anyways, so basically, in the chapters that were actually more in line with the game story, how do I put this? I'm really bad at explaining, so give me a second. Basically, it's an ending where all the animatronics are fine. They're not decommissioned. Because in the actual game, that made me really sad. And it's a combination of the Afton ending and the 3-star ending, where you save Vanessa, whatever. Like, it's a combination of both, which I really like. Plus the animatronics not being destroyed. So. And, I really love how they wrote it. It's really nice. And it's also their first time ever writing a story, much less sharing it. Especially sharing it to people. And they've done a really fantastic job. So. Like, it's a really good story. And I love all their post-canon chapters, so, and also what I find interesting is how, like, from what I know, the fans like to make one of the animatronics be the one to mostly swear, but interestingly enough, in the story, they don't. However, in the latest chapter in their actual, like, timeline of events, because they made a Valentine's Day chapter, but it's actually not quite tied with the events of the story because it's, obviously, because the current timeline is in December, well, like... Like, the current timeline's in December, but they had them jump into February for the sake of
an answer from this world?
The, obviously the Valentine's Day stuff. And it's really cute. But anyways, but yeah, I really enjoyed their post-canon, like, set chapters, which is all original stuff, and it's pretty nice. I like their interpretation of, like, basically, obviously, we don't really know much of Gregory's situation. So I like seeing people's interpretations, like, of, like, how we ended up in this current circumstances.
Burst forward.
But anyways, and also I'm curious about, like, a second.
Here's Becca.
Can't handle your drink, huh? Think you can bully me?
Fire it up.
Like this.
I'll keep this close.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we good to go? Good to go. I can't speak. But anyways, as I was saying, and I'm curious. Okay, so basically, obviously, one of the things that I think the writers, well, not think, they're definitely gonna do it, is, like, kind of, like, put their interpretation of, like, what happened to Glamrock Bonnie, and probably, like, in their, like, little story, like, kind of write in, like, how he returns or something. And honestly, I'm curious because, like, I did kind of briefly mention this at one point, that, like, there's, like, at least, in one of the video I watched, there's like 3 possibilities with like what happened to him. And I like to believe this theory where like this character did indeed do it. But the catch is that Glitch Trap was pretty much the one that made them do it. And I like that theory because it does have it does have like ground to it, and it would kind of fit with like how often the burn trap even like it was able to use the recharge station or something. I don't know. Although, then again, this person's, the writer of this fanfiction could go down a completely different direction, which I'll be okay with, because I like to see people's interpretations and ideas. So, especially with something like FNAF, where, like, there's still a lot of room for, like, interpretation, especially Security Breach, with it being the newest game in FNAF. Okay, maybe after this I'll stop for today. And, maybe, I don't know, it'll be a bit. And then I'll wrap things up maybe on a Tuesday or something. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And I'm hungry. Go to the Tower of the Void. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoy this fanfiction. I can also start reading this other one too, but I don't want to explain it because I already explained like a few other stories today as it is, and I'm exhausted. No, so I don't want to talk too much about fanfictions because obviously not everyone's into fanfictions, but that is okay. Because, yeah. If it's not your cup of tea, then that is understandable.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Look at you, Boozy. Windblade.
Check this out.
Oh, whoops. We gotta keep going with this. Lovely. Oh dear. There's more of these. Standard bearer.
Live! Shake and stir! Scratch!
Come into being!
Oh, whoops.
Feel this ancient power.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they create shields for themselves.
Diana special!
Here's backup!
It seems like these guys have to.
Burst forth!
Shake and stir!
Fire it up! Come into being!
Scratch! Think you can bully me?
Burst forth! Moment of birth! Check this out!
Windblade!
At least these shields aren't as ridiculous as the Abyss mages.
I'll keep this close.
Oh yeah, there is ore. Oh no. And once again, I remind myself of the story. I wish it just stays out of my head for like, at least like a while. Unfortunately, when you read a really disturbingly weird story, it will never leave your head. No matter how many times you try to forget, it will forever remain in your skull for the rest of eternity. Yeah. In all seriousness, seriously, I cannot forget it. I think what doesn't help is that I'm reminding myself that it's going to get a graphic novel adaptation, possibly. And that's what's keeping me...
We have to use the controller again for the second time.
Oh, we need to figure out the thing. Here we go.
That must be the clue we're looking for. It looks like some parts are missing. No match for Paimon's greatest power! Process of elimination.
Okay, there we go. Let's do this so I don't have to climb these towers like twice. Okay, it's the bottom one. Yeah, that's the one. It has the same top half. The middle is like yeah, that's it. Okay. stamina. Oh no! Oh no. And there you go. There. Okay, also let's get the last of the collectible stuff. Please climb. There we go, and that should be all the things around here. I'm a bit of a completionist, a little. Okay, maybe not, because I still haven't found a number of chests in Liyue and Mondstadt because of laziness. And now to climb the stupid tower. Anyways, as I was saying, so like, yeah, the main reason I cannot forget this one story is primarily because of the fact that it will get a graphic novel adaptation, I think. And yeah, I cannot imagine it getting one at all. I mean, the thing is like, if it gets one, they have to pick an artist who can actually draw it.
The same thing happened again! When the towers connected, the darkness started spreading! The surrounding area has changed again! Oh, we better go deal with it when we have a spare moment!
Oh, and more trials. Yep, the next thing is here. Okay, haven't found the... There you go. Oh, let's see. Anyways. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here for today. First, let's get out of here. I got my arm. Yeah, my chair. Sorry about that. Been sitting on my feet all day, so of course I need to stretch. So anyway, yeah, like, gonna leave the stream off here. Kinda keep forgetting how I do my outros. So basically, did Yae Miko's story quest. It was really nice. And I love the cutscenes. And also progressed a little further in the event area. And on Tuesday or sometime next week, I don't know which day, it depends on if I want to or not, I will be continuing with the area and probably wrapping things up there. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Again, everything depends on how busy I am, so yeah. And I think that's just mostly it. Wow, a lot of Prima Gems. But yeah. So next time, I'm gonna finish exploring the area and doing all the rest of it. So, oh, look at that. Anyways, so okay, I went back and gathered everything, I think. I don't know about this, but I went back and gathered most of everything. We'll do more of these, obviously, for the achievement stuff, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. To finish it up, as we only have these two things left on here. So yeah, that is the plan for next time. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.